I'm glad that wasn't me out there you were hacking up.
So am I. Believe me.
What the hell are we gonna do?
We gotta get into town. We gotta talk to somebody. Anybody.
That's trash.
Hello and welcome to That's Cool, That's Trash, the podcast where we watch a psychotronic movie online, then get together on Skype to break down the crazy. I'm Matt Howell.
I'm Joe Kincher.
And we have a special
I'm
guest.
Justin Moman.
Justin Moman.
I'm Justin Moman.
Justin Moman is in the house. Literally. He's literally in my house. So I asked Justin to be on the show again. And Justin was my neighbor, but I've moved. And Justin rang on the doorbell at 8:30. He's here for the podcast.
I've been outside your house for like 12 hours. I figured it was time to come in.
So the funny thing is that when Justin was on the show the first time, we were neighbors. Like our houses were 5 feet apart, and he didn't come over for that one. What happened, Justin?
I got confused. There was some beer involved.
He's just a messed up kid.
There's I gotta say,
But my mama loves me.
So you talked about your mom, like in depth right there, and so like I'm looking on your Skype thing, and it says Justin Mom, and then like a half space and A-N. And I was like, is that your last name? Or is it like Justin, Mom, and Dad? And I'm just not seeing the end of it. And it's like you and your mom and your dad shared a Skype. I really thought that. I swear to God. I was like, it can't be Mom and, like, it's got to be like Justin, Mom, and Dad. We all have it. We all share a Skype account.
At AOL.
Yeah. .com.
Sometimes it might be. I don't know.
So, regular listeners of the show will remember Justin. Scott and I put him through the Canadian 1989 film Things, which is still one of the weirdest movies I've ever seen. Did you enjoy that experience, Justin?
I did, but I'm still a little scarred.
Yeah, it was. I don't know if you've seen it, Joe, but it was a very weird Canadian film. I think they actually got some art funding because it's Canada to make it, but it's all like shot on 16. It was a very loving like tribute to like Evil Dead and like Gremlins maybe or something. But like it's one of those things where they like two guys overdubbed every character's voice in post, and it's lots of gore. Kitchen gore affairs, like
kitchen gore, yeah. That's a
well,
good
I
way
mean,
of putting
like
it.
they cooked up, there's Carol corn syrup and gelatin and stuff. So it was a zoo of a movie, and it's
so. And this is the Things.
It's called just Things from 19. If you search Things 1989.
Oh, you mean right Things? You mean the guy made of rocks from the Fantastic Fours?
So I think in the intro I always say we watch a psychotronic movie online, and the aim of the show is to watch a movie that's available free online, either through YouTube or Vimeo or something. But I believe Things was not available online because it was being prepared for a big Blu-ray release. And this film that we're talking about this week, this film we're talking about this week is also not available online. It was when I picked it, like a month ago. And now it's not, and it's because these guys, this is my segue, it was made by the Polonia Brothers. They were very active, incredibly prolific, from the age of like teenagers on in the 80s, and the production house is still around. The actor, the star of this film, John Polonia, died a few years ago, pretty young, at 39. But his brother still carries on the Polonia Entertainment, company, and still makes films and stuff. And these guys love making these movies, guys. And I haven't even said the name of it yet. We watched the film Feeders.
Don't type that into YouTube, by the way.
You know what?
I did that. Oh my god.
I don't know what that means, and I'm not going to look it up. But
No. No. You type feeders into YouTube, which I did on the TV, like YouTube channel, and typed in like feeders full movie or whatever, and like you can't unsee this other stuff. Okay. You're like, there's no way to. Yeah. It's the.
Hey,
trust me.
This is a fucking family show.
Oh, it's not that kind of shit. Okay.
This is fucking family stuff.
It's fucking family stuff. When you hit your fucking family.
All right, so let me try and just kind of set the stage here. So if you're going to see this movie, you're going to have to either dig around through some not normal channels that I just listed off, or you're going to have to go to a torrent site and grab it, or you're going to have to spend like $6 and get the double feature because they made a sequel, which is probably going to be our Christmas movie this year. We'll debate that at the end of the show.
Terror House?
No. Feeders Sleigh Bells is the Christmas sequel.
No. Okay. All right. Saving it for later. Oh my god, I didn't know. Oh my god. Okay.
So let me try to explain this real quick so we can get into this movie. The Polonia Brothers were born in 1968. They're twins, and they love horror movies. So in the mid-'80s, they start making films. You know, you get a Super 8 camera or a camcorder, you start doing some stuff. They did a short. They did a really super gory, actually it sounds a lot like Things, called Splatterhouse, which was kind of how, or Splatter Farm, sorry, which is how they kind of got infamous. That was like 1986, released in 1987. They did a few films here and there between like Lethal Nightmare, Saurians, Hellspawn, How to Slay a Vampire, that type of stuff. And then in 1994, they made a film that's called Feeders. Now, here's what happens. They sit on this. Almost most of their films they sit on for like a year or two because they're trying to find distribution, right? So they sit on this. In the meantime, in 1996, a blockbuster movie that you guys might remember called Independence Day comes out, which was a huge summer hit. So this is an early, huge success story of a mockbuster. So Blockbuster Video, as a chain, picked up Feeders somehow as a mockbuster and saying people might come and just go, oh shit, Independence Day's out. Well, let's get this. This is about aliens. So this was the number one independent rental in this country in 1996. Now imagine getting this home, taking the videotape out of the case and popping it in your VCR and seeing this. How pissed would you be? I would be furious.
Where's Will Smith?
I've seen the movie. I'd be pissed.
So,
welcome to Earth.
The Polonia Brothers.
Yeah.
Welcome to Blockbuster, bitch. The Polonia Brothers are known for this type of film, right? I mean, they just want to entertain people. So there's gore. Everything's kind of DIY. It's passion over ability, and this is a film about an alien invasion. And does anybody? I'm kind of hogging here. Justin, do you have anything you want to say about this before we kind of dig in any deeper?
They like the taste of human flesh. That's about it.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty much the plot.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of random people out, and aliens came down, and they need to eat people, and as my wife pointed out, like, they're tiny, like they wouldn't need to eat that much people. And as I pointed out, if you wanted to eat people, why wouldn't you go to the source and go to cities instead of the wilderness where there are the
Pennsylvania?
Yeah, rural Pennsylvania where there are no people. And they're like, where's people? I got a fisherman, I got a guy, I got a hiker. It's like, go to the cities, dude. Go to Izzy's. It's like a buffet.
I was watching this in my office, and Athena walked in, like one of the first reveals of them, and she's like, "Oh, like that's not the reaction. That's not the reaction you want when you reveal." First of all, they revealed their creatures like 4 freaking minutes into the film. Like normally, when you have a rubber puppet alien, you sit on that for 90 minutes or like 60 minutes, and then you start revealing them in a clever way. They just said, "We don't have anything. We got nothing.
Classic.
We have 2 rubber alien puppets."
Classic, like,
don't forget
they
revealed the cameraman like 6 minutes in.
Tell me about
Oh,
that.
I missed that. Yeah, describe that.
It's like the reflection in the Ford Bronco.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, there's a guy with a camera. Oh, suddenly we have a puppet in the shot.
Can
Oh
I
my
tell you something? I'm a little embarrassed, Justin. I did not catch that. I was looking at reviews of it after I
didn't
watched
either.
it, and there was a still of that shot, and the caption that the blogger put on was like, "Hey, look, a mirror." And I was like, "What?" Like,
Yeah.
Oh my God, there's the camera.
Oh, it's in the shadows when they're running around in the grass. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, we'll just invert everything and no one will notice.
No, Justin, you texted about that because you were like, "Oh, my copy is stopping at 15 minutes," and you're like, "Oh, I love that shot," and I was like, "I don't know what he's talking about. Is there an alien reflection, or is it the guy like in the truck?" And I watched it, and I still didn't see it. I didn't realize that there was a cameraman reflected in that. But I do like that there's like there is a scene. First of all, the scene we're talking about, like one of the first times we see the aliens, is there's a ranger and he's like just going about his business and he sees something zoom in. He thinks is a comet, and he's like, "Oh, comet!" And then he's like, "Oh, holy shit!" Like, "Oh man, oh my day just got harder," and he's got it like, "Oh no, there's another comet," and he wrongly assesses that like he'll go to the first comet because it'll like burn stuff down faster or something. But we see an alien like one of these puppets, and it looks like if you haven't seen the movie, and you probably haven't because it's not on YouTube anymore, it looks like a alien or like a what do you call it, like Area 51
A gray.
kind of. Yeah, a gray. Thank you, with the big eyes and stuff. Except it's like Muppet size.
Yeah.
And it's very Muppety.
It's like a 12-inch sub meets a communion.
Yeah,
alien.
yeah. It's like, oh, this is like a little alien for your party.
And they don't have
Like-
mouths.
Yeah. They don't have mouths, and they also have, like, their hands, I think, are those little grabbers that you get your grandma. I think.
Okay.
And so one appears in the back seat. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I wanted to ask you about that. So when he attacks that ranger, or
Yeah, with the TV antenna. He
it's
has
an
a TV
antenna, right?
He has
is he
a TV
injecting
antenna.
him with an antenna?
It's either a TV antenna or one of those like extender, like a pointer. But I'm guessing TV antenna because that'd be easier to come across, I think, in a junk shop.
Well, was that
But
supposed
yeah,
to
and
be
he like
was that supposed to be a syringe or something? I didn't
Yeah, it's-
understand what was happening.
it's supposed to be alien technology, Matt. And he
Oh.
like touches him. It's like wow, 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 and it he incapacitates him, and he's like oh. So then they can eat him. Except they were so close to him that they could have just bitten his neck because that's what they go for anyway. Ultimately, it'd be like I don't know. It'd be like tasing a Fred Meyer like chicken that they're like roasted chicken in the thing and be like tase and then be like nom 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 nom. It didn't make any sense, but yeah, they use like these props. So it does like the little. It's the only time, by the way, that we see the TV antenna as a weapon. It's just like and it's really, really comical, and it's not. I think there's a lot of moments in this film that are. If they leaned into it, like could have been intentionally comical, but they're comical in spite of themselves because the way this little puppet, this little hand, is like creeping up on this guy, and then touches him in the neck with this TV antenna is just like it's hilarious. Like it's laugh out loud funny, and I don't think it's supposed to be that way. How did you guys feel about that moment? Like, did you think they intended that, or did you think it was like, oh my god, this is like really funny but not supposed to be? It's supposed to be intense.
It was so early on, I didn't really think about it that much, but the whole rest of the movie, the really comical part was how seriously they were taking everything.
Yeah.
It's like they were really, really trying hard to make a serious movie, but the way that they were pulling it off was just hilarious the whole time. Like the whole spitting thing, that only happened once. They're like, oh,
Yeah.
now we're using an antenna.
You're right.
Now
yeah.
we're spitting at you. It's like, and
Now they're spooging on you to
yeah,
like, oh,
this
I guess
thing
it's
on
like
your hand. It's
their
like, how'd you
spit
get this
is
on
like
your
some
hand?
kind of acid. Yeah.
Like aliens.
Yeah,
So doesn't that? But don't you think that indicates?
yeah.
Justin,
I was
that
waiting
it's
for
like,
the next thing.
But doesn't that indicate to you that, like, maybe, like, if they're anywhere in this movie, I think after sitting through the whole thing, it sort of indicated to me, it's like, oh, it doesn't have a sense of humor. All this comicalness is like, comicalness? That's not a word. Is completely unintentional. Like, the fact that the puppets are shitty. There's a thing that we see the aliens really early on, and they're like running through this, by this river. And it's one of the first times we see them, and one of them literally looks like a Muppet. Like, it's like, it kind of goes like, hee hee, like, ooh.
They bop.
Yeah.
They bop around.
Absolutely. It's like Muppet Show shit. And it's like, there's no way that they, and I was like, that could be taken as intentionally funny, except they clearly don't have a sense of humor about this. Like, this, you could have, if they'd pushed that way and been like, we're going to make this ridiculous, you guys. It's like, it reminded me of Birdemic in that way, where it's like, you can tell this is so ridiculous, this guy has to know it, but it's taking itself so seriously that you know that he has no clue that it's, or whatever. He has no clue that it's like, he can't lean into the goof factor of it.
Yeah.
It's almost better that way.
Well, yeah, that's how you get Birdemic.
Okay, so here's something we gotta get to real quick. So this film has two. I guess they're the heroes. I don't know how heroic they are, but there's two main characters. One
heroes might be a strong word.
Well, yes, I know. One is played by John Polonia. First of all, this was directed by John McBride, John Polonia, and Mark Polonia, and it stars John McBride and John Polonia. So. Justin,
and was written by the third director.
It was written by Mark Polonia,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
wait, doesn't he have a middle name in the credits?
Probably.
It makes him more distinguished.
Aurelius.
Hey guys, real quick. 3 directors, too many, maybe. Like, I'm trying to think of a great.
2 of them are on the other side of the camera.
But, like, sharing a director's credit with 2 other people, like, I understand, like, 3 writers, and that's probably too many, but 3 directors? Not like, second unit, but, like, 3 directors? That's, like, here are the directors, ladies and gentlemen.
I think it's a problem with letting go.
Yeah. Especially if I think they just need to put this thing down like a rabid dog. But okay, so Justin, I need for you to describe for the audience. Describe the 2 main characters, who are Derek and Bennett. Paint a word picture of these guys. I know Joe wants to, but I'm going to ask you to do it first.
Oh, that's so mean. Such a nasty woman.
You're going to have to give me a second for that one.
Such a nasty woman.
All right, so Bennett. Let's start with Bennett.
He seems like the
Bennett
easiest.
He is the easiest. He's the low-hanging fruit. Bennett has this leftover mustache from the early '80s, late '70s, but it's like the early '90s when they're making this movie, right?
94, yeah.
Yeah.
It would be totally ironic now and totally fit into the world. But yeah, so
we're talking about a world where Kurt Cobain is still alive.
Scrawny dude.
Yeah. 311 is
That's
taking,
true, but he's got
music by storm.
He's got his knee-high socks pulled all the way up in a couple of scenes, and let's not forget the scene where it's just him smoking a cigarette.
Oh God.
From different angles.
What a great scene.
And it's just like, I'm going to turn my head, the light's behind me, and I'm going to just blow the smoke out my nose. And I'm just like, what the hell are you doing there, dude?
Artsy. This is artsy.
I guess that's scenic.
Trust me, it's going to be super artsy.
Yeah, and what was the other guy's name? Bennett and
Derek.
Yeah, so Derek's a photographer.
Yeah.
And let's
with a tiny automatic camera.
This. Yeah, and the special effects where it's like, okay, 3 of the exact same stills with a little spiral shutter going in.
Oh my God, that was amazing. Yes, so they used
and
this.
let's not forget that he's a virgin.
Oh yeah. So they
fuck you, man.
There was that reveal.
They used some of the most amazing effects in here. So this is 94, so some computer video graphics are starting to come out. So they used this shutter iris effect that, looks like the James Bond opening, right? When the iris is up or whatever it is, the hell it is. So it has a sound effect, and it was so fucking weird. Their use of computer graphics was bizarre on this. I need to put a pin in that though, because that's a whole other thing. So I thought that Bennett looked like Tobias Funke, like David Cross from Arrested Development, with a wig on. I mean, like
yes,
he looked
absolutely.
like David Cross totally to me. But the whole time I was trying to figure out what Bennett looked like, or Derek, and I want to hear who you think he looked like, Justin, because Joe nailed it.
I don't know if words describe, to be honest with you. It looked like my sophomore year in high school, and that's not really a good thing.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. So he's got big '90s kind of full hair, and Joe, who does he look like?
He looks like a community theater version of Parker Stevenson.
Totally. You know who Parker Stevenson is, Justin? The guy from the Hardy Boys '70s series. What else was he on, Joe? That's like he was most famous for, right?
Like Misfits of Science, maybe?
Oh my god!
Or
yeah, something like that.
Some '70s and '80s shows.
So I spent every scene he was in trying to figure out who he was, and then Joe just kind of said, "Yeah." So then this like off-brand Freddie Mercury, and then this Parker Stevenson loser guy. It's just like, whoa, that's who it was. Okay, so maybe we should give a little clip, like a little taste of something. One thing that I was a little surprised by, this is obviously video. This is not film. This is a video camera, right? The quality, the medium that they shot on.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So I was a little impressed. I mean, when you go looking through their filmography or whatever, it's like their 17th movie or something. So they've got some stuff figured out. But I was like kind of impressed that they actually seem to have grasped, like, you need a tripod, you need some pans, like they have some editing skills down, where like a character walks from left to right, and then the edit point to where you do a graphic match to show them moving in a similar direction that makes sense. Like you don't break the 180-degree rule. They have some basic cinema rules figured out, but it's almost working against them at times because the camera work's really dull and leaden.
Can we talk about this for just a second? Because it took me 2 watches to figure that out. Like
you
at
watched
first,
it twice?
Yes. Well, I watched it 1.5 times. So
Okay.
I watched it once when it was on YouTube, and then it wasn't on YouTube, and we had to do the Dropbox thing, and then it was like, okay, well, I should just get up to speed and take notes again, and then watch the last 20 minutes or whatever. So you make a really
I hope
good
you're going where I think you're going with this.
Well, when I watched it the first time, I was like, oh, this is like stupid, like AV Club kids think they can do it, and they were in community theater, and, whatever. And then I thought about it more, and it was like, yeah, but they clearly like read a book about basics of the language of film.
Yep.
Or were film nerds enough to know, like, there's nothing super disrupting.
Nope.
Like Matt says, they do okay, establish this, they understand montage, they understand stuff like that. That's not to say that it saves the film. It does not. Their effects, this is going to be a Koosbay callback because I know, Justin, you were just there, and Matt and I are from there. The effects are straight out of MJ's video.
Yeah.
They're like, cool, we shot your high school, whatever, prom or something. And like, and then we do like that shutter effect you were talking about before is complete.
Yeah.
Like today, you could maybe convincingly pull that off. But the way it looks is just don't do that. Just have him just go click, click, click. And also, he has a little Olympus camera. Like, those don't go, they go click.
Star wipe. It just needed star wipes. Like it was. Sorry.
And for the listener, there's a something we haven't mentioned, which is when when we are treated to the alien's point of view, and they run on the ground, and they're I'm looking for humans to eat. They do like a Jimi Hendrix poster psychedelic thing in video, which if you've seen that, you know what I'm talking about. That just like, oh, everything's like in negative iridescent.
It's predator vision.
It's kind of, yeah, but that's
it's
like
negative solar eyes would be the two effects I would say offhand that they use.
Yes, it's like an iPhone filter. It's like that thing where it's like polarized, negative eyes, and like hypercolor, like, and it's that like, oh, all the trees are like pink and purple, and it's like, yeah, it is kind of like supposed to be that Predator thing where it's like, oh, except in this case, it's not the aliens see in like Predator where they're sensing heat. It's not even that. It doesn't look like night vision or what's the other thing that's like night vision? Day vision. What's the other thing? You know what I mean? Like the heat sensing thing. Yeah. Yeah. It's not like that. It's like it's more like it's just like it's like looking
Moon
at
vision,
afternoon delight vision.
It's like if you had an
infrared.
Negative, if Polaroids had a negative and you fed them through a Pac-Man machine, that was sort of what they look like. It's
okay.
Like,
okay.
Yeah. You're like, all right. So anyway, you were going to play a clip of.
Well, I don't even know where to start. So I have favorite standout parts, but one of the things that was not competently handled, I guess that's where I was going, was the use of sound effects and Foley audio. So first of all, as an audio guy, making the clips for this show, it was very clear that they mastered this themselves for release because it was not done by a professional video house up to standards and practices like levels. So the audio was just a big block of compressed, like it was a nightmare. But we open on a fisherman. This is like around the time when the ranger shows up and blah 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 is happening. The aliens first arrive, but like listen to the oppressively like normally when you have like ambient sound like a brook and birds, you mix it to where it would sound like it would actually be to the human ear in that environment. You don't put it into the red and just have those levels just be just deafening. But here is the sound of a fisherman like going to do a little fishing. That's aggressive. That's aggressive nature.
I've heard sound effects records that were like more nuanced than that. Like this was like a Foley artist was like, "Yeah, can I get more me? Needs more me. More me, please. Like I really want to hear that babbling brook." And then there's like another thing later where it's like frogs and crickets and they're just like fucking up in your face.
It's aggressive.
Yeah, it really is.
All
it's
of
like,
that audio is ridiculous.
Tweet, nature. It's like a like Werner Herzog thing. Like, oh man, nature's out to get you. But this guy who's like, he looks like Hyde from that '70s show, and he's fishing, and he's got like a trucker hat, fishing hat. Like, oh, you should have seen the other guy, or I don't know, whatever fishing hats say.
They're not
like
biting today, or something like that.
Yeah.
Not a bite all day. That's what it said.
Yes, yeah. I haven't had a bite all day.
Which becomes ironic later in the film, by the way, folks.
Right. I think that's the intention. That's the joke, except that I just got it now because it's such a bad joke. Oh, I haven't had a bite all day. And it's like, oh, you will. So this guy that looks like Hyde from that '70s show goes fishing, and yeah, he's there like all day, I guess. Oh, we got to talk about this. There are timestamps throughout this film.
What was that?
Okay. I had an immediate problem with that. because they act like it's 24 or something. And so these timestamps, if you watch this film, these timestamps are completely unnecessary.
Yeah, they have no function at all.
Like, I understand how time passes, and you just have to make it darker, and I go, oh, it's a couple hours later. And that happens throughout the film, and there's at least 1 point, maybe 2 points in the film where that could have served them, where they could have been like, oh no,
but they
like,
ignored it.
It's 2 hours later, and they don't do a timestamp there, or they do a useless timestamp.
Yeah.
I think what they're doing is like, just like the early narration, it's like, it's sort of like X-Files, do, and they're like, you're not the FBI, you're two dudes who secretly want to have sex with each other.
Hey.
I don't know. Didn't you get that? You didn't get a homoerotic vibe from those dudes?
I thought they were on a tuna run to the Atlantic Ocean. So they're all about getting some ladies.
Yeah. Like when he's at the gas station and he's like, hey, and that girl's like,
what are you doing?
Hey, what are you doing? And he's like, ugh. Like, I am not paraphrasing. I'm pretty sure that's the dialogue.
Yeah.
She's like, what are you doing? Like, weird gas station. You're at a gas station pumping gas. What are you doing here? I think she says, what are you doing here? Right?
I think she says, what are you doing?
I don't think there's a here in there. I think it's just, what are you doing?
So
either way, it comes off weird.
So we've already forgotten something because this is just going to go. Let's do in a word. So if you can, in one single word, describe the experience of feeders. Justin?
Oh, Lord.
That's 2 words.
Traumatized.
Joseph?
No, that was a preface. I'm going with traumatized.
Yeah.
Like, does that word describe the film or you after watching
Oh,
it?
that describes me. Oh, wait, We're talking about me watching the movie? I thought we were just talking about me in general.
You can be describing the film in one word. You can be describing the experience of watching it in one
got a little
word.
personal for a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's yeah. If it's you, it works.
No, my word for the film is disbelief.
Oh, that's pretty good.
It is good. Can I have that? No. I'm going to do my own. Joe?
Shock and awe is not one word. It would have been in the 90s, or not in the 90s, in the 2000s.
You just kind of slur it all together and it becomes one word.
Shock and awe.
That's how they do it in Texas.
I would say shock and awe, or
Judges?
I would say. Let's ask Merriam-Webster. Let's see what they say. I bet they. It's probably fine. If they don't, did I just do Jay Leno? I don't know. I'm gonna say. Yeah. I'm just gonna say awkward. That's straight up. I know that's like kind of an obvious word, but I don't think I've used it in reference to one of these films before, and it is stilted and awkward, and I'm just gonna go awkward is the perfect word for this film.
Okay.
Stunted, maybe? I don't know. Okay.
What if mine's hyphenated, but it's a name for something?
That's okay. Like dick fuck.
It just reminded me of
fuck stick.
In the late 90s, I went to an art institute through a video production program, which is what I do. But the cameras that were in use at the time were high 8. So there's these super small cassettes of really shitty videotape, and you have to go in these linear decks and do all the linear editing. This is all before non-linear, you're just jumping around through time code. So it reminded me of high 8, like shooting on high 8 just looks like shit. It's a pain in the ass to edit. It's just something that's all. That's all I have is high 8.
High 8. Ooh, that'd be a good title for a movie.
Yeah, with Nick Cage.
Nick Cage in High 8.
High 8.
Nick Cage. No, wait. Nick Cage is High 8.
Okay, so that was good. Actually, you're gonna put that on your reel. So John McBride, who played Derek, the Parker Stevenson guy. He was in some other successful independent movies before this. He was in a film called Cannibal Campout, and Woodchip Massacre, and both of those embraced.
How could that go wrong?
Both of those embraced the ludicrous nature of these films, whereas I think this one's a little more straightforward. But he ended up he co-directed, right, and he worked with these guys quite a bit after this. But he is considered by and large, when you look online, the most talented actor in this bunch, which isn't saying a lot because there's like 6 people in it. But
wait. Okay, sum up. You just said the guy with the wavy hair,
yes,
is the most talented actor in this bunch.
I'm saying the temperature I took on the internet seemed to think that he had the most going for him.
Whew. Okay.
Yeah, I know. It's a lot to swallow, Joe. But
you didn't see the end scene to this movie? That's the clincher right there.
That
Definitely
was like
the most
Soylent Green, but for feeders.
No, that Derek guy, first of all, their names are reversed. They should be
I know,
reversed.
right? How annoying was that?
That pisses me off. Mustache guy should be Derek. And hair guy should be Bennett.
Yeah, Derek's always trying to get laid, and Bennett's like, I have feelings. I need to genuinely.
Man.
Yeah. Their names are totally backwards.
I'm Bennett. I have wavy hair. Like, I take pictures. I'm Bennett. And Derek's like,
I cry
I'm
after
Derek.
sex. I
I'm
cry
Derek.
after sex. Yeah.
I dress like an old man that doesn't care anymore and is on vacation. He's super skinny and looks like Freddie Mercury. Whatever, man. I'm just trying to get some poontang.
Okay.
I'm Derek.
Naming issues aside, Joe.
Okay.
John McBride was the most talented because let's listen to the exchange between the 2 female characters that are set up on a date to meet these guys and party later. This is them. Okay. So she's met Bennett at the gas station, and he's like, hey, we're just in town for a while. Let's party. And so here's her telling her girlfriend, we've got dates for the night.
Hello, this is Donna.
Donna, it's Michelle. What's up?
I made my dad lunch, but he never came home.
I met a cute guy today.
Where at?
At the gas station. He and a friend were passing through.
Where are they from?
Idaho, or somewhere out there. They invited us to a party out at the park.
The park? I don't know. My father is the head ranger. He'll catch us.
We'll take my car. They'll never know.
Okay. Why don't you come over in about 2 hours and I'll be ready.
Okay. And don't worry about your dad. He probably got a bite somewhere else.
So, spoiler alert.
Talk about her hair for a second.
Yes, Justin. Let's talk about her hair.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, I just forgot how funny it is. I love that, like, the 2 best friends, because Joe would repeatedly tell me what his parents did when we talked on the phone. You know, like...
Oh, hey, Matt, how's it going? Hey, Matt, how's it going? Oh, it's fine. My dad went out, and he hasn't been home. I made him the sandwich, and he hasn't been home since lunch. And I'm like, that's cool. I met a guy.
My mom is a teacher.
Oh, I met a guy at the gas station. That's normal. They invited us to a party at the park. There's no way we'll get murdered. Okay, pick me up in 2 hours.
I know that wasn't very professional of me to laugh. I'm sorry. That just that part about my dad is the head ranger. Like, yeah, I know I'm your best friend, and there's literally 200 people in this town. We all know that your dad's the fucking head ranger.
Also, you saw this gal, right? Like, it takes her 2 hours to get ready.
So did everybody watch Stranger Things?
Yeah.
Yes.
She's like the Barb, right? Or whatever her name was, the best friend of the... No?
What, you think Donna is the Barb?
The one with the short hair?
The lady that looks like she has 2 kids and works at the school library?
Yeah.
No! She looks like... No. She's the Barb. No!
Is Barb's the one with the big glasses?
Yeah, she's a nerd, but she's like in high school.
Yeah.
If that lady... No, if that lady's in high school, Hey,
No.
man.
I'm with you, Matt.
Okay,
I'm
thank
with
you.
you.
Okay, great. Ganging up on me.
Sorry.
She's
Sorry,
the Barb. Joe, you're an asshole.
I'm just saying that she's gonna get hooked up with Derek, who's gonna,
She's gonna go to the Upside
he's gonna
Down.
read his poetry to her, and then he's gonna cry after sex or whatever.
No, that's like
That's
11,
Barb.
right?
Wait, did we switch them according to the names they deserve at this point?
No, now I'm trying to mentally keep it straight. Derek is the weenie guy. Bennett is the douchey weenie guy. Yeah, no, I got it right.
Skinny weenie and curly weenie.
So these guys, these guys are tight bros, right? They've scored a lot of tang together and blah blah. They are such good buddies that they have a theme song which plays throughout this whole damn movie. And I think Joe
The one
said
that's
it was
straight off the Casio keyboard.
Yes, I swear this music came from like hey, you just bought this editing software. Guess what? We've got 7 free songs. Use them however
I'm sorry,
you
hold
want.
on. I thought Justin said the Capio keyboard, and I love it. Hey, man, like, get in my Stang, we'll get some tang, and we'll ride the Capio keyboard. Just, like, sipping those little coffee drinks. Like, yeah, that's totally what those guys do, by the way.
So,
Capio keyboard.
Let's play a little clip that Joe requested that I really enjoy. That you get to see Derek and Bennett like wandering around the woods and just enjoying the Pennsylvania mountains or whatever the hell it is, and then it's intercut with the aliens like stalking them. So you get to hear their theme song and then a little bit of the aliens, and I love it. It might be my new ringtone. Is that
so fun?
Oh my god! So that to me.
Wait, Matt, did you change that sequence at all?
No.
Did you change that sequence at all? That was straight out of the movie.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Oh my god, I think I blocked it.
It's exactly how it lies in the movie. It's so good.
So I was obsessed with Derek and Bennett's theme. That's what I'm calling it.
That's what I called it. Yeah.
It sounded like you mentioned Steely Dan like hold music. It sounded to me like if Steely Dan did like a Charlie Brown like live action 70s movie that nobody's heard about.
I didn't get the.
Like, it feels like it's always almost ready to break into like Charlie Brown, like the Peanuts theme.
You're right. There's a and actually, I think Jolie mentioned she mentioned that there was kind of like a Vince Guaraldi tone to it, but I totally forgot about that. But you're right. It's like if Steely Dan was like, "Hey, it's the Grand Pumpkin, baby." Yeah, I don't know. How does Steely Dan sound? But yeah,
like that, but with 8 pounds of blow.
Yeah. But it's absolutely like it sounded like Steely Dan hold music where it was like every time when you cut off to do the alien thing, it could be like your custom, your whatever, your service is valuable to us. Please stay on the line.
Right.
That kind of thing, where it's like, if you'd like to find out about our other services, we have blah 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 blah, blah. And it's like do 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 do.
Bundle your calls with blah blah blah.
Yeah, it's like, please stay on the line. Your call is valuable to us. We will answer your call in the order that it was received. It's like, fuck. Yeah. And it's just like the juxtaposition of that is like it literally is like an SNL skit, like 1:30 in the morning kind of thing, where it's like, it's David S. Pumpkins. It's like, if you go with it long enough, it's like, that's really goofy and it's really funny, except they didn't seem to realize it. Like, they were like, no, this will create tension, because it's like, here's a pastoral thing and here's a tense thing. And I think they were just trying to create movie tension. I don't think they were playing it for comedy.
Oh, no, I don't think they were at all. I think I wasn't exaggerating. I think it came with the software, and they were fucking jacked. They had free music that was royalty free. So one of the things that I loved, in addition to the really terrible 90s computer animation, was this effect. So that the guy that's fishing gets attacked, and then he runs out into the road just as the two buddies are driving down this rural road, and they clip him. They take him into town to the local clinic, and the doctor basically pronounces him dead. He might check his pulse. He's just listens to his breathing, just puts a sheet over and says he's dead. I'm like, okay. And he's like, did you call the police? They're like, no. Like, I'll take care of that. And they just leave. But I love that later, in an loving homage to Ridley's Alien, there's somehow been an egg or whatever laid inside of this cracker, and it grows and bursts out of him. But when they show it, they don't show it coming out because that would be too labor intensive. But they show the aftermath of it, and it's a still of the body under a sheet, and they use Microsoft Paint, and they just kind of erase a hole where his big fat belly was, and then to draw blood in around that part of the blanket hole. So there's just this crater that's totally drawn in. Did you guys notice that? I mean, was that was my favorite part of the movie?
Now, did you? Okay.
And then the scene after that.
Oh, you're right, Justin. Sorry, that was my other favorite.
With the head. Yeah.
The head
Well,
just
I wanted to
wiggling
ask,
back and forth, but nothing to actually base the movement on. It's like, oh no, I have a severed head, but I'm just kind of twitching back and forth. But how?
Yeah.
Now, did you think that was all MS Paint or something, or do you think that they used, because as we have established before, these guys were clearly savvy in filmmaking 101, so maybe they knew some chroma key shit, so they did
no.
You don't think they painted
that looked like that looked like a frame grabbed from the video.
It did look really digital, right?
It looked like it was you just say export as a frame, when you pause a video and
they had a guy. They had a guy,
and then they just used the clone stamp and just there we're gonna draw the background in over his belly to make a hole, and then I don't know what color is blood. I don't know, super red. There. I mean, it was. I laughed out loud. I don't lol a lot when I watch this stuff, but I lolled a few times.
I mean, even the head thing, I was like, wow, they could have given him a sheet to wear, and you know what I mean, that was painted green, and then I was like, no, because you'd see that against the background, so they'd have to do a compositional shot.
Yeah, not in 94.
I was like, that's no, and
wasn't prosumer enough for these guys in 94 to do that.
No,
I was trying to figure out
good enough for the weather.
Was just good for the weathermen.
Straight up, just dropped on top.
Well, Joe, but the weatherman, yes, Justin. So I was wondering when I saw that effect. So we're talking about the doctor gets killed by this alien that popped out of this guy, and his head is removed from his body. And it's on the floor moving around. I almost wonder if they used a mirror. At one point, I was like, I wonder if they just used a mirror and some kind of prosthetic neck thing. I couldn't figure it out. I actually was impressed with that effect, to be honest with you. I was laughing, but I was like, that's actually pretty cool.
Well, it looks like like what you're saying, the same digital effect they did on the sheet. It looks like they did on just like the severed end of the neck or whatever. But to make the rest of the scene hold, like the background and whatever, they may have done some effect like that. You're right. That was kind of the thing where I'm like, this seems a little beyond these guys like Ken, but that and that's kind of where I was like, oh, it's not great, but it's better than they should be able to do based on this movie. So I did take notice of it, but it was hilarious all the same.
So something that I love is that the Barb type character gets killed almost immediately after the phone call, and then her friend comes over to check up on her when she doesn't show up or whatever, and she encounters an alien. She finds her dead friend, and there's an alien there, and I think she literally stomps it with her heel. And snuffs it out.
She does.
And then she like picks up like something like a brick
Two
or a
of them.
rock and smashes one of it, like the other one's head in. So I'm thinking, well, these guys are done. I mean, this.
No, she torches it. She torches it with
That's right.
a can of spray paint
WD-40 or something.
and a light.
Yeah, she throws it on the ground. She takes the time to find the matches.
That's right.
Yeah,
and then
she
picks
finds
up
a
a can of
match.
spray paint.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right. Because I remember thinking your heel worked perfectly fine for the first one. Are you going for style points on the second one?
Well, the other thing. Sorry, what was that, Justin?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You got to go for style points.
Yeah.
I mean, you got the first one all simple, like the second one, you got to add a little flourish.
Well, the judges are watching.
Oh yeah, totally.
I would give you that, except for the fact that I should point out to the viewer who hasn't seen this, or the listener who hasn't seen this, this woman goes through all of these actions with the nonplussedness of eating a bowl of cereal, like preparing a bowl of cereal. She's like, oh no, oh, smash, oh, that's an inconvenience, oh, pick up a match, strike it, blah. She burns this thing, and then it like spooges yellow paint, and then it's like, ah! And she's like, and then she runs out in horror, except she runs out more like, oh, I'm gonna complain to this about somebody, and like, there's somebody about this, like, I'm gonna leave a bad review.
Yeah, I can't wait till they invent Yelp.
She's gonna be like, garage, no stars. There were aliens in it, and they. Like, it's crazy. Like, she doesn't act, she has no sense of urgency is the only way I can put it. She doesn't go, ah! Or like, oh, fuck, what? Like, she acts like I would react harder if I saw a rat in my garage.
Totally.
Or a fucking cockroach. And she's seeing this otherworldly creature, and she's like, oh no, not again. Like, that's her expression. It's just like, ugh. Like, she cannot be bothered to, like, her face has no expression. It's almost incredible. I've never seen anybody not try harder to act, and that's including all of community theater, all of bad acting everywhere, the world around, YouTube included.
She's a little wooden.
Yeah, we need to invent a new term for it.
Yeah,
honestly, it's like wooden doesn't even encompass it.
So there is one question I have for you guys, and this is a sincere question. And we're kind of moving along through the plot slowly anyway, almost. At some point, first of all, I did like that these aliens are kind of like a box of chocolates, because just like in Forrest Gump, you never know what you're going to get. Like Justin pointed out earlier, like one shoots acid, one of them bleeds yellow blood. This one, like they were like making up as they went along, right? But the one squirts acid on Derek's hand, and then they actually, do you want to play that clip, Joe? Of I'm setting it up to where they move into this house for the last.
Right.
Basically, there's no real sense of time, despite this insistent timestamp that keeps popping up constantly, and
it's always like 6:43 p.m.
Yeah,
who fucking cares?
And then,
are they hungry? I don't.
Are they on curfew?
Yeah.
So I'm setting up for this last act or whatever, the sequence where they go into this farmhouse. But we should play that clip of when he gets squirted with the acid, and they're moving into the last act here.
Are you okay? It's just a burn. Oh, this is a nightmare. It's a fucking nightmare.
Check out our mysterious visitors. It's gonna be getting dark soon.
We better find a place to hold up until morning.
Yeah. If there is a tomorrow.
Okay, just to be clear, this is what happened. Parker Stevenson said, "We gotta find a place to hold up
Yes.
until tomorrow."
Okay.
Not hole up.
I
Not
feel like
hole up.
I feel
hold
like
up.
this is this is the part of the Sunday comics where it's like spot the problems, set Joe loose on this.
Yeah.
Not everybody understands
Okay.
expressions.
So I understand, but I understand, like, if you don't know the expression, we got to find a place to hole up. But you're saying we got to find a place to hold up, which means you're going to rob a bank or a grocery store or a convenience mart or gas station or liquor store or something. And I'm like, what? And he pauses. So he's like, we got to find a place to hold up. Like, whoa, that's a crazy plan. And he's like, until tomorrow. Or no, he goes,
No,
until...
That's the other
He
problem.
He says, until
The morning.
the morning. And he's supposed to say until tomorrow, clearly, because automatically Freddie Mercury says, if there is a tomorrow. But it's like, I didn't say anything about tomorrow. I said, we need to hold up until morning. And he's like, he should have said either if there is a morning or they need to get up. They just aren't on the same page.
I love it. I love that. Immediately,
It's so perfect.
It's like that's
If there is a tomorrow.
Okay.
It'd be like if you said to me, like, I don't know. It's just like, it's so non sequitur. It's just so they're not on the same page. I love it. I thought that was great. And I was like, I had to rewind that like 3 times. I was like, did he say hold up? We have to hold up until tomorrow. And then, or until morning. And then,
yeah. If there is a tomorrow.
there is a tomorrow. Like,
It's so clunky. I love it. Okay, so my question was, they go into the farmhouse for the like obligatory Night of the Living Dead last stand, which they haven't earned.
Nope.
This doesn't need this at all, but they have to go into this farmhouse. People have been killed by this alien invasion, which, by the way, appears to be about 2 puppets. And I was wondering, is this? I mean, you see them die, so. These 2 puppets represent the entire invasion, right? But just different puppets. Every time you see them, they're different waves or different instances of aliens. But anyway, they go in the house, and they're showing you that the homeowners have died. And you know this because there is a like department store Halloween skeleton decoration.
wait, okay. I didn't get that. What?
Is that what that meant? My impression was that these things ate the homeowner clean, so there's just bone left. Did I read that wrong?
You probably read it
that right. There was the one in the car too.
There was?
Yes.
Yeah,
no, you're right.
When they first got there, he looked in the car, and then he just kind of looked away, kind of, nonchalant, but barely dramatic, and then everything just kind of went on.
Okay, because there was a cool effect where there was that severed head, and it's stripped down to the muscle tissue, and there's still the eyeballs. And
Yeah, that was good.
Ugh,
That was the Ranger.
Oh, was that the Ranger?
What?
Well, it was the Ranger, but it was the exact same one in the car, actually.
Oh. Well, at any rate, that looked cool. I would love that for my front yard for Halloween.
Yeah. No, that was a good set piece. That was absolutely a good set piece. But I think by the time the skeleton in the room is shown, and it's clearly a Halloween decoration, it's not even a medical skeleton.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's which it confused the fuck out of me, because I'm like, you've used real skulls and skeletons, or at least medically accurate shit.
Yeah.
All through this film, and then in this one, you're using one that's dude, that's all lumpy and weird, and it's something you hang in front of your door to scare kids. It's it's not even, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a loopy gloopy Halloween. Like, why would you think you could do that? Like, why would you?
Yeah, no, it was
See,
a
at that
huge.
point, I thought they were bringing the joke into it, and they were going to realize that, oh, that's not really a dead person.
That's what.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
what,
this is just where they keep their Halloween decorations.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be a joke.
exactly.
That would have been great if they were like, "Oh no! It's just that it's November. It's just that it's no. I'm sorry. It's November 4th, and they just haven't put their Halloween decorations away, and they put them in the guest room. That would have been amazing. That's a great idea.
Wearing a Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah, it's like, oh no!
Because that's what all skeletons wear.
Hawaiian shirt.
Well, party ones, yeah.
But I think also that house scene bored me to tears. Though they think they're creating suspense, and it was the most like I feel like I'm watching people I'm watching people light candles and watch paint dry. It was so fucking insane that I was like, oh, more of this? Something happened, please. And so by the time that happened, where there's the fake skeleton, I was just like, whatever.
So
I was like, let's go.
Joe, I had the exact same experience to where like I was like with this thing. I had issues with it, but I was engaging with it, and we were doing it back and forth. And then that sequence starts, and you start to check out mentally, right? Where you're just like, there's no geography, there's no suspense, there's no anything. And Justin, I don't know if you remember things that well or not, but there is this exact same sequence in this exact same point in that movie where they're just walking around upstairs and like looking for like monsters, and like he goes in the bathroom. Like there's this long drawn out thing that it just grinds the movie to a halt. Where you're just walking around with a flashlight in a house for like 20 minutes, and I have no idea where you are, if you're getting close to something, if what your aim is. And these are the points in both of these films where I just kind of check out, and I'm like, I don't care anymore. Like, how much time is left?
I think that's an obligatory element of a shitty horror movie.
Yeah.
I think it's padding, though. I mean, I don't think
it kind of is. Yeah.
It passes for suspense. I wrote down, house scene dull, and then above it, padded. It's just padding, so they can get it to, like, be, like, 70, 80 minutes or whatever.
It was 70 minutes.
They were like literally.
Well, I don't think it was even padding for time. I think it was just they thought that it needed to be there.
I think Justin's right. I think you're both right, but I think Justin's more right.
You think it was suspense?
No, I think it was padding for like they're saying you have to have this. Yeah, I think Justin's right. Like you have to have this thing where you're stalking it, right? Because they weren't stalked in the woods.
Right. Sure.
They were watched and followed, and we heard that back and forth, but. Now you have to have like the thing like we're hunting it. We're aware of the problem now. Now this is where it's scary. But the problem is they have no mastery of the medium to convey any type of tension. So it's
also
not
there
scary,
was nothing.
It's just boring.
Right. There was nothing attacking them enough in the house.
At all.
No reason to think until the end when they get outside and there's the big showdown. There's no indicate. It's just you're walking around a house with a candle that has power, by the way, this house. So you're walking around, one guy with a flashlight, one guy picks up a conveniently placed candle and lights it, and it's like, that lamp's on, dude. Like, if you're worried about shit hiding in here, just start turning on some fucking lights. Because like you want to see shit. And then Parker Stevenson goes to the top of the stairs and he's like, that's far enough. I don't need to explore any of the rooms up there. And I'm like, oh, okay. All right. Well, that's cool that took 15 minutes to explore 3 rooms. You went in the kitchen, the room you came in, and halfway up the stairs.
Did anybody actually catch the timestamp? Because for me, that was like taking acid. It was just like time stretches, and it was just like, how many days have I been here? Like, it's been 4 minutes.
Ran backwards at that point.
Yeah.
No, I think it's 15 minutes because
really?
Yes, because I went 5-10 minutes into that and I finally had to go like the first time I watched it and had to go like stop enough. Like, is this going to go on forever? And there was only 15 minutes left in the movie, and whatever I was doing that night, I was like, nope, I'll come back to it. I literally was like, nope, I'll come back to it.
So
I'll come back.
speaking of padding, I don't. What did you guys make it? Throwing you way back to the beginning. What was the deal with the this whole thing is a side trip these guys are doing on the way to the Atlantic coast, like to probably Atlantic City, but they stop and Derek is really into these flood, taking pictures of this. These and they insert these stills, like these historical
archival photographs,
of these, like a flooded town. What the hell was that?
I don't know.
Okay.
I just kind of dismissed it.
Okay.
It just
seemed really...
You know what I think it is? I think it's a Pennsylvania thing.
Okay.
I think it's like the Allegheny flooded, and they had access to that, and they're like, "Oh, that'd be cool. Floods are spooky. We have access to like whatever. What's the town? It's like not Wallflower, but it's like some town of 3,000 people. Might as well be called Wallflower. That these kids come from, and they probably were like, "Oh, we're right on the Allegheny, and it's like this huge thing." You know, it'd be like if you and I made a movie in Coos Bay, and we were like, "Oh, we'll show like yeah, this is where logging happened," and we could show like old stills and like that'll, you know, oh, we're tourists in this town. Like, yeah, this is where it all happened, man. This is where
I understand where you're coming from.
This is where timber was first invented, man. So it's like that's your like, you know. Like, yeah, it's local.
So if you're from Wellsboro, Pennsylvania,
thank you, Wellsboro.
You gotta use the. Okay, I get you now. It's just like a myopic kind of like small town. Like, well, you got to put this in there.
Yeah, our 3,000. We're 6,000 strong in Wellsboro, and our shit's important.
Okay, no, I get you now. I get it. Okay, I couldn't tell if that was padding or like, but I think you're right.
I think it was color. I'd say. I think, to being generous, I don't think it's padding so much as color. Padding is the idea that these two guys are going on this fucking sightseeing trip, which is crazy, you know. And then they're going to Atlantic City, or where are they supposed to be going? Florida.
He just said they were going to the Atlantic coast because that's where all the hot babes were.
That's where all the tang is. Yeah, from Jersey to Florida.
Yep.
And all points in between, right? Like, they were probably going to Raleigh, North Carolina.
Oh, man. You don't get me started about Raleigh.
Oh, man.
Myrtle Beach.
North Carolina girls. Yeah, Myrtle Beach. Virginia Beach girls. Yeah, Virginia's for lovers.
So, Justin, tell us a little bit about the final act of this film here. So we've walked around this farmhouse for a while. How does this... what's on top of this shit sandwich?
It's kind of similar to what was just described about the floods, where they just kind of found this weird stock footage of buildings being demolished. It looked like some sort of like an old mill, like industrial buildings just being knocked down. But they just kept showing basically the same thing over and over again with flashing lights on Derek and him just going, "No!" That was his big dramatic moment, by the way. In like this quintessential small town America, but these multi-story buildings falling down that were nowhere near around, and the world was just coming to an end. They were there to eat everybody, but yet they were just destroying everything. I'm not really quite sure how that worked out. And that's probably about the most accurate description you can get.
Yeah. So my favorite part, you kind of glossed over one of my favorite parts.
Oh,
so
sorry.
Joe mentioned this earlier, but they worked the fact that John and Mark were twin brothers. So they have this card they want to play, which is we look alike, so we can get away with a special effect that's very practical. So they have Bennett go out and get cloned, essentially, or whatever. Like it's an allusion to Invasion of the Body Snatchers or whatever. So there's two Bennetts fighting each other, and my favorite part is that there's that cliche trope, right? Of like you come out and like, oh my God, there's two Joes and they're whatever, and like Joe one's like, no, I'm the real Joe, and Joe's like, no, I'm the real Joe, and that whole thing. But the
it's like Matt, guy, how would I know this about you? Only me, the real Kirk, would know this about you, Spock.
But my favorite part is that Derek comes out with a scythe and just starts hacking the fuck out of one of the Bennetts. And I mean, it's like shook. It's these gnarly, gross sound effects. And then afterwards, he's like, I hope that was the fake Bennett. He's like, yeah, it is, because remember when you were in 3rd grade and this thing happened? He's like, oh, thank God. And I was like, wait, what? So
yeah, I caught that too.
Shoot first, ask questions later, I guess.
Totally did that. And it was just like, I looked at my wife and I was like, holy fuck, now you're going to do the like, hey man,
prove
like,
it.
Hey, are you the real Bennett? And he goes, of course I am, man. You pissed your pants in the 3rd grade or whatever the fuck he says.
Chipped
and he's
your
like,
teeth.
How? Yeah, you cried to the nurse because you peed your pants. Like, who else would know that? And he's like, oh, thank God. And I'm like, why didn't you ask that question before you started stabbing one guy? You couldn't tell one apart from the other.
Yeah.
Like, you fucked that up. Like,
they broke the rules of the Mexican standoff of the double.
Yeah. Except that whole thing is supposed to turn into a twist, and I think that's why they did it. They thought they were being clever, because it's like, but you could have done it if he told you, like, no, it's me. I know, bro. Like, remember when you came to my house and you had your Empire Strikes Back, like a sleeping bag, and you peed in it, and I agreed not to tell your parents, and because you were embarrassed because you were a bedwetter. Like, he could have done that earlier. And then been like, oh, fuck, you're the real guy. And then, like, stab the other guy. Because the twist, as it happens, Justin, take it. What is the twist?
Twins.
Well, no, not only are they twins. Yes, the twins. That's established. But it turns out.
It was not the real Bennett.
I have a clip that can illustrate this.
Yeah.
Shall we?
Somehow there was this mind meld thing where he knew what happened to him in 3rd grade.
Yeah, he stole fucking brain thoughts.
He killed the wrong one. He should have asked the questions, man. He should have asked the questions.
Wayne. There's so much to do. So little time.
What are you? You're not Bennett.
You killed Bennett. Your race is so primitive.
No.
We came here many light years away for the simple reason to survive. For food, humans taste so good.
So that's the big reveal.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. So he killed the wrong Bennett, like Justin was saying as I prematurely started the clip.
Don't we all kill the wrong Bennett?
There's some kind of hinky stuff going on where there's memory transference in the. First of all, this doesn't even make any sense, right? Because there's been no doubles. So I mean, to pull this card out in the last act,
right,
makes no sense.
No.
There's been nothing like this. And then he starts to kind of like convulse, like, oh, somehow they made a double and there's like an alien growing in it that's going to burst out like there was in The Fisherman. But it doesn't happen. He just disappears in a 1994 digital particle stream. And he's just gone. It doesn't make any sense.
Well, and also they take him and, like, I'm guessing anal probe him, because that's where alien abduction was in 1994. It's all about, anal probes. And they put him back in the thing, and he's like, oh, Parker Stevenson guy is like, oh, shit, what happened? He's like, they touched my butt, or whatever he says. And, like, I feel weird. And it's like, what? And then the knock on the door, and then the other guy comes up, and he's like, yeah, hey, what? Who's that guy? I'm the real guy. That's kind of how it starts. And it's just like, why did you make a duplicate of a guy? Just take him. Like, Do you know what I mean?
No, I know
like,
you mean. It doesn't. The whole
if
thing.
I want to shoplift a pack of Starburst, what I don't do is computer generate a pack of Starburst,
an actual pack of Starburst,
and then steal a pack of Starburst and go, nope, that's the pack of Starburst.
No, I got you. That also lost me as well.
So then we take.
So for whatever reason, beyond having twins in the production, they do that, and then as Justin alluded to, you see that basically we have lost. This is an indicator that it's too late. Somehow these two puppets represent millions of puppets, and they've spread all over. So we're seeing demolition stock footage of buildings being, dropped, and he's running through the streets like Charlton Heston at the end of Soylent Green, trying to warn everyone, or he's mourning the loss of. It's either Omega Man or Soylent Green. I don't know what he's doing, but he's doing some Charlton Heston
It's
kind
totally
of thing.
that. It's that bullshit. Except it's buildings getting demolished because they're, tooled to live.
Yeah.
And they're like, what? Everybody knows what those looks like when they have a planned demolition of a building. That's what these are. It's not like disaster footage.
Yeah.
It's like, no! You'll put up condos!
I mean, it's bad enough when Ed Wood did this thing 30 years before this, or 40 years.
Stock footage!
But
no!
doing the mid 90s of footage that is virtually cliche, video, language, figure of speech in a video world. It's just very sloppy. The ending was very sloppy.
Yeah, do an animation or something.
Yeah. So, good news. There's a sequel.
Oh, good.
And you guys are probably going to have to talk about it in December with me because it's a Christmas-themed sequel.
What's the bad news?
The bad news is we have to do Final Judgment of this.
Okay.
Is there anything else you guys want to talk about?
No, God. Let's get this over with.
Okay.
Jesus fucking Feeders. Feeders should be a Thanksgiving movie, by the way. Not a Christmas movie.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Don't watch Planes, Trains, and Automobiles this year, folks.
Ooh.
Go on Amazon.com, get the twofer, Feeders and Feeders 2 Sleigh Bells. You're probably going to get it for $6. So Final Judgment is when we assess, and by a very ambiguous set of criteria, whether this is cool or this is trash.
Thank you.
Because we're civilized, the guest always goes first. So Justin, is this cool or is this trash? And support your answer.
Pure gold.
Okay.
Wait, what? That wasn't
Defend your answer.
No, I'm sticking with it. It's a rare gem. Yeah.
And you came to that conclusion
through Socratic method.
Exactly. There's so many contradictions. There's so many idiosyncrasies that you just have to see it, relish it, and then ultimately decide that it's pure trash. But it's trashy gold is what it is.
I don't think trashy gold was one of the choices.
I think that's.
I'm making up my own.
We call that black gold, right? Or what's the Black Hills
Texas
gold?
tea.
Texas tea.
Yeah.
Like the tea in Texas is very terrible, so they call it Texas tea. It's like, ugh.
Exactly.
I like tea,
It's
but I hate Texas.
Tea. Yeah.
So you're sticking with cool.
I think he said gold.
No.
You can't say that.
No.
There's a dichotomy involved here.
No,
it doesn't involve gold.
It's trash, but it's worth seeing. Just to see how trash it is.
So you're saying trash, but worth checking out. Am I hearing you correctly?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I hear.
Joseph?
I'm going to follow up Justin's.
It's like a train wreck.
I'm going to follow up Justin's with.
You can't look away.
I'm going to basically double down on what Justin said because I thought about this a lot, and I thought, okay, I have, as listeners of the podcast know, I have apparently a problem with the binary system of that school or trash.
You got a problem being wrong.
I guess
That's your problem.
I'm always like, oh, well, I guess this is cool. And everyone's like, no, it's trash, dummy. So I'm a big dum dum. But what I think, I'm like, this sucks. I was like, this is awesome. It's so trashy. It's cool. So I think Justin is what he is basically saying. What I agree with is that this film is like. It isn't that so bad it's good, at least for the first half. Once you get, my advice to the viewer would be, once you get to once those kids get to that house, you can pretty much turn it off. Like, I would tune into it to, kind of see that crazy intro with the bad drawings that look like somebody drew them on a cafeteria placemat in their spare time. That's like aliens and beams and shit, and that's funny, and the voiceover's hilarious and whatever, and it's like it's so inept that it actually is funny, and it lacks that self-awareness. So I think that's very good and funny. But I'm sorry, my headphones fell off, so you probably had that edit point. But yeah, I'm going to agree with Justin on that it's like, I'm going to say it's ultimately trash, but check out that first half hour. I don't know how that works, but...
Okay. All right.
Here's where Matt goes all in, all chips in, and he's like, I'm going to think it's cool, and I'm going to own it forever.
No, I think I'm going to have to agree with you guys. This is trash, and I don't think that the makers of the film would disagree. I think they were trying to entertain, and whether they achieve that or not is up to the viewer. But I don't think this is not Ed Wood saying like this is my masterpiece or
no,
this is my big message film, or like they were trying to make a film that echoed things they liked in Aliens and Gremlins and Ghoulies and things, and they were trying to make people have fun.
X-Files.
The fact that it picked up on that it got kicked up in the whole Independence Day mockbuster thing, that was good for them because they got to make like literally 20 more movies before the brother died, like 12 years later. So good on them for doing what they wanted to do. But yeah, to me this is trash. I would check it out. I watch a lot of trash, but I'm not going to try and sell this as some hidden gem or any kind of it's not so bad it's good. It's entertaining. Like I agree with you guys. The first half is it's an interesting place to visit. I wouldn't want to live there.
Yes. So I mean, would you say, Matt? Would you say like it's kind of like, hey, don't pay more than $1 for this.
Okay,
but
so
if you come, if you come across it,
I was going to follow that up with I'm on Amazon right now. The double feature that is Feeders and Feeders 2 Sleigh Bells is apparently out of print, so it's like $50 a copy, which sucks.
Oh, don't do that.
But
don't do that.
You can get Feeders, double feature of Feeders and a movie called Among Us, used from $1.93. New from $4. That's in the Amazon Marketplace, and the official Amazon price is $6.59. Knowing that we've all three said it's ultimately trash, that's kind of fun. I think those prices are reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
And it says Prime on it. I think does that mean you can watch it for free if you have Amazon Prime?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, well then, if you have Amazon Prime, check it out. It's crack a beer, get some ribs, whatever. Sit down. Just think it's. I was not. Yeah. Are you not entertained? I was completely.
No. You're absolutely right. Like I would say to fans of something like, if you like some of us do Mystery Science Theater, and you like riffing movies, and this movie is riffable, absolutely. And in fact, the only thing, Matt, you and I have riffed movies together, and this movie would be riffable, and we would definitely be like, when they hit the house, it would be like, oh boy, okay, this is going to be the hard part. This is the slog. But that being said, like, I kind of approach, and I think that's why sometimes my opinions slant differently, is like, what makes a good, cool but trash movie for me is like, if I have fun watching it and like kind of slagging it as I go, like if it's kind of riffable when I watch it. And I have to say, at least the first half of this movie was that. So, and if you could get it for cheap, it's like, it's just sort of like, holy shit, I can't believe it. But definitely, like, it's not worth, like, don't
$40
rent it. Yeah, don't rent it. Like $50 for this and another movie, and be like, oh, it's like Plan 9 from outer space or whatever. Which, like, no. But yeah, so
yeah, the sequel is supposed to be considerably worse. So I'm hoping that we can convene in December and watch this as a podcast family.
So how did they spell slay in the second movie?
How do you think?
S-L-A-Y.
I hope it's not S-L-E-I-G-H.
No, it's S-L-A-Y.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, like sleigh bells?
Yeah.
Sleigh bells.
Yeah.
Sleigh bells ring. Santa's killing. Like that? Okay.
Yeah, and apparently it's, I think Santa Claus is a character in it, so...
Oh, cool! He's
Yeah.
a character in my life.
We should have some fun with that one, I think, in the winter.
Santa Claus is such a character.
So yeah, is there anything else that you guys want to say? Any kind of final, sometimes the prisoner can address the family or whatever he wants to do. Do you have anything to say, or any last comments?
I think everyone should watch this with their children.
Oh, I think that's a terrible idea. I think you should,
no.
watching... Oh, no. Okay. No, keep advocating that. I'm... Okay. Sorry, I'll shut up.
Athena walked in and out of the room
Just-
several times, and she just laughed. She thought it was hilarious.
What's good for the... goose? Oh, no. Kids like terrible stuff. This is terrible stuff.
But she was laughing. She liked it. She thought it was funny.
I loved her, by the way, on your Fantastic Superman episode.
Oh yeah, it was nice to have her on there.
Hilarious. And if you're listening to this and you haven't heard that episode, go back and listen to it. Little Matt Howell plug. That was a great episode.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, that was super fun. I love that. Like, when I listened to that, it made my week.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, it really did.
Yeah, so we took a break from the podcast for quite a while, an extended hiatus, and I kind of finally released what I was working on that whole time and explained why I was gone, which you can go to iTunes and get, or you can go to our website, which is www.that'scool-trash.com. But it's the Three Fantastic Supermen experiment, and it was me trying to watch all of these Italian superhero comedy Euro-spy action heist movies in one a day for a week, and it gets a little dicey. But yeah, my dog was on there.
It ain't pretty. It ain't pretty, but it's funny.
But at least I'm back now, and we're doing the podcast in the old way. And so anyway, thank you, Justin, for being on the show. And thank you for showing up, even though you didn't need to be here.
It's more fun.
I think he's gone. Oh, there he is.
No, the funny thing is he's sitting in my living room right now.
Oh, so he's right there.
Actually.
Yeah. No, he came over to do the podcast. You gotta love that. That's dedication.
That's great.
This guy hates aliens.
the next time we do this, or the next time I do it with you, and we have another local guest, I would love to do it. God, there's got to be a thing in Latin that means all in the same room, like in medias res.
Ipsum dipsus sepsis, yeah.
Ipsum ipso facto dipsum dick fuck.
I think
Like,
we can work. I think we can work that out.
Like
See, that one I'm going to confuse and stay at my house.
So I've
But,
always
like-
wondered, wouldn't that be like, doesn't us not being able to see each other kind of help the listener out? Like, because you're not using hand gestures and facial expressions, doesn't that help
No.
the viewer out ultimately? I mean, wouldn't like just record a conversation of us all sitting in the same room, splitting a six pack? Wouldn't that like not be good for the end user?
No. I think everyone that's used to doing this is disciplined doing like stop, talk, blah 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 blah. Would you get facial cues? That's the thing that's missing. Is like visual cues of like, oh, you need to go now. Oh, you have a thing to say, and I think that's what makes the Skype part of it so hard. Is that like, I think if I was with you and Kyle, or you and Scott, or you and Justin here in the same room, that it's sort of like it would be that like, oh, okay, no, you clearly have like a point, and I'll back off. And so there's like a give and take that happens that would be nice to listen to. I don't think there's a lot of visual comedy that goes on if you're sitting around a table. There's like, oh, for the podcast listener, he's doing like a jerk off hand gesture or something, like whatever.
Well, maybe we could pass around like a shell or something, like in Lord of the Flies, so you know whose turn it is to talk.
Yeah, like, okay, you're holding the special comb.
No,
Yeah.
I have a dick joke. I'm holding the shell, and I have a dick joke to make. Yeah.
I'm holding the Travolta comb.
So,
I hit the hair.
Justin, thank you for being on, and I'm sorry about the mix-up.
I don't think you have anything to apologize for. I think it's all me.
I don't either. But anyway, I appreciate you being on the
Just
show,
remember that.
regardless of where you are physically, like in time space. Thank you for being on the show. I do appreciate it, and I feel like I've kind of punished you with a couple bad movies, like.
Matt, all you've done is expanded my horizons.
Okay, so you'll be on.
Hey,
That's
how
about
was
it.
that sandwich, by the way?
Did
did
you go
you
to
have
Gino's
that
for a pizza sandwich?
Go to Gino's?
No, Gino's didn't happen.
They didn't have any sandwiches?
No, he didn't go.
Oh, okay. I thought
Yeah,
you went
just-
to Gino's and they were like, sorry, no sandwiches today.
Like
No,
I
Gino's actually Gino's shut down.
what?
Gino's is no longer a thing.
What? Oh, no.
I
This
have
is a whole...
building.
I have
actually
zero reason to go to my hometown now. Like that's the only fucking thing I went there for.
Yeah, it burned down like 3 months ago.
Fuck.
Burned down? Wait, what? It burned down? For the insurance money?
No, I'm just fucking with you.
Oh.
No, I just couldn't make it by.
Oh, you killed me, man. That was Can you hear that?
Did I just give you 2 heart attacks?
Kerslunk. Yeah, that's my heart.
Yeah, I was worried that they lazy Jade that shit.
Oh.
That knows what I'm talking about.
Going deep.
Oh, deep Coos Bay joke.
Is that how
Yeah.
they roll in the coos?
Yeah, they're
Yes.
like, oh, fuck, can't make any money off this. Burning it down.
Crystal meth, gypsy jokers, insurance fires.
Don't know
Yes.
what happened. I don't know what happened. Some guy, he flamed up in here. Like, some fucking crackhead flamed up in here, and it fucking went up like a tender block or like a Lego
Spontaneous combustion of
a Lego
crackheads.
thing made of toothpicks.
Well, I mean,
I don't know.
Think about it. I mean, it's a town that was built on logging and fishing in the mid '70s.
Yeah, it's just a
All that
tinderbox.
stopped, so it turned into like a meth cooking, alcoholic suicide capital of like the coast. I mean, it's pretty sad place actually.
There's a lot of flammability there.
Yeah, there is.
A lot of flammability. It's
Yeah.
the Akron, Ohio of the West Coast.
All right, so I'm probably going to trim that whole chunk out.
Yeah, probably don't. Maybe
For your
don't.
Tuesday listeners.
Yeah. No, just because it's pretty random.
Okay, so for the
It's a
podcast,
slice of life.
So next up on the podcast, recently the director Ted V. Michaels died, who is kind of a well-known trash director. He did the Astro Zombies, Doll Squad, Corpse Grinders, Blood Orgy of the She-Devils. He's a pretty famous director of schlocky stuff. So we're going to be doing. We did a little vote online through Twitter and Facebook, and we're doing the Corpse Grinders. And we might be doing it in tandem with another podcast that does stuff as well. They just reached out to me tonight, actually, while we're doing the show, asking if we could do a tandem review. So,
oh, that's great. That's great.
I'll be posting something online about that, and we'll figure out what we're doing. But the next movie will be Ted V. Michaels, The Corpse Grinders. I believe it's from 1972, and it is available online. Yeah, it's about making cat food. So that sounds like a good piece of shit. So we'll be watching that one next. Yeah, I did not. I did not. My normal policy is to offer an antidote when I declare that something is trash, but I don't have an offering. So it can be an offering that is something free online that you can watch. That's a better alternative to this. But Joe, you said you might have something to suggest.
Oh yeah, okay. So don't watch election stuff and watch At Midnight because it's fucking funny and stupid and there's funny people in there. But movie-wise, okay, here's what I had to recommend. So this movie had what, I don't know, like people that felt like outsiders. They felt like outsiders and they were hungry, maybe. Okay, so there's a movie called, and I feel a little shitty recommending this because I've heard it on like 2 other podcasts recommending it, but whatever. So it's like recommending like, you know, Captain America Civil War or whatever. But
I love that movie.
But there's a movie called Hunt for the Wilder People.
Yeah, Kyle loved that.
And if you haven't seen it, oh, Kyle's seen it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fucking great. It's getting like some Wes Anderson comparisons in partial, which I don't really understand.
I can see that in a lazy way, though.
Yeah,
like
but
just
like,
what I've heard about it.
Yeah, it's like it's weird because so the place that I heard about it was all podcast related. It was like I listened to Yeah Dude guys were on Jensen Karp Get On, you know, his Get Up on This, and so like they recommended that, and I was like, oh, okay, that actually sounds cool. That sounds like a thing I'd like to see. And then another podcast I listened to, The Flophouse, was like they do movie recommendations because they review bad movies and blah blah blah, and they recommended that, and I was like, oh god damn it, that was been my recommendation for like a month. Like I've been like holding on to that. I was like, oh, that was fucking good. But all the podcasts are recommending it. But here I am. So anyway, for podcast listeners who haven't fast forwarded 30 seconds or completely turned this off, what it is a film directed by the director of all the episodes of
Flight of the Conchords?
Yes, thank you, Flight of the Conchords, and the director of What We Do in the Shadows, Taika Waititi, and it stars Sam Neill and some unknown names to us outside of New Zealand. There's a kid that's fantastic in it, and a guest appearance by Rhys Darby from also Flight of the Conchords and other things. But yeah, I don't really get the sort of like I get that there's kind of a vibe but I don't really understand why people are connecting it with like, oh yeah, it does kind of a Wes Anderson thing, but it abandons it. I don't see that. It doesn't feel as precious to me as that. It never feels that way. But the basically, there's this orphan kid who's a rebellious kid, and he's dropped off sort of like to this family that wants to adopt him. And he just doesn't want to be adopted. He's been bounced around his whole life. And he's all into hip-hop and stuff. And he sort of runs away and then, comes back, runs away, comes back. And the family is way in the outback in the jungle in New Zealand. But the mother really loves him. The father is played by Sam Neill. It's like very out to lunch. Like he's a weird outback guy, and not to spoil anything, but through a series of circumstances, he ends up connecting with the father, and they end up going on the run from the law. And it's very touching, and it's very funny, and it's cute, and it's amazing, and the vistas are incredible, and it's very beautifully shot, and it's completely worth your time. And it's, I think, $5 on Amazon or something.
Well, there
I
you
don't
go.
think you can watch it. Yeah, but it's absolutely worth your time.
Cool. Yeah, it's been on my list for a while. So, and I've liked that guy since for like a long time now. So I'll check out anything he does. Apparently, he's doing the third Thor movie.
He's doing Thor 3. Yeah, he's doing Thor
Ragnarok.
3. Thor 3 Ragnarok. Yeah, which should be. If I know my Norse mythology right, the final Thor.
They're also supposed to be
Right?
3, all the solo movies, yeah.
I'm just thinking Ragnarok. That has to be the last Thor.
Yeah, it's not an accident. I'm saying you're very right. They intentionally chose that title.
Ragnarok done. Ragnarok done.
Yes,
that's my impression of some like Hollywood, like a Norse Hollywood studio executive. It's like he's like. We'll call it Ragnarok, and then we're done. Ragnarok, the end. There's no putting it off. Ragnarok, done.
All right.
Done with Thor movies.
We're done with this episode, too. Justin, thanks again for being on the show.
Oh, God, I hope he's still here.
He might have died.
Shit.
But he'd be born anew until Ragnarok.
Justin, Mom, and Dad, where are you?
I'm here, sort of.
Okay.
Just sort of.
All right, well, thanks for being on, and we'll talk about you coming back for Sleigh Bells, Feeders 2 for Christmas.
Awesome.
Yes? All right, any parting words from you guys? Are we good?
I'll wear a Santa's hat.
Yes. And nothing else. Just a Santa's hat. Very strict rules here around here.
Top roll.
All right. Well, for That's Cool,
I
That's
won't
Trash.
show up to your house for that one, though.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you do that at home. Just send me dick pics. Thanks. With a little ribbon stuck on your penis. That'd be great. Thanks.
I'm glad
or
we
at
caught
least-
that.
Or at least a heads up. At least a call first.
Oh, God, was that pun intended? Please tell me
Hey,
no.
man.
Yes, entirely. Oh,
Hey,
boy.
man, Christmas coming. What are you doing?
Okay, so I'm going to end this before I have to go before a judge. You guys, thanks a lot for being on. For That's Cool, That's Trash, I'm Matt Howell.
I'm Joe Kincher. You, dude.
Justin Moman. Or Justin, Mom, and Dad, apparently.
Mom and Dad.
And you folks out there, stay trashy.
That's trash.
It's garbage, folks.
Hold it. How do I know you're him?
Don't be a horse's ass. Come on. We gotta get out of here before more more of those things come.